Now we are going to let Cameron O'Hearn take it away.
Okay, well, you know, look how little I am. Look how adorable.
It's Tiny Cameron.
We're gonna rank,
no Tiny
we're
Cameron
gonna rank
here.
Iron Man on this beautiful list. If you're listening to this and you can't see this amazing list, you should check us out on YouTube. But for those listening, I'm gonna read it off. I'm not gonna do this every time, but at the very bottom of the barrel, we got number 21, Madam Web.
Which should be Cabrini.
Disgusting, terrible movie. And then going up the list, it's Conclave, Mrs. Doubtfire, Cabrini, The Big Sleep, The Island, The Fugitive, The Farewell, a lot of those, A Night in Casablanca, Late Night with the Devil, I didn't plan all that, Star Wars Episode 1, The Third Man, The Greatest Showman, Apollo 11, Moneyball, Soul, The Stranger, Up, Interstellar, Prince of Egypt, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. You can see how they just get better and better as you rise up. So if it's your first time, don't bother. You'll have your piece. Okay, you can say your piece. Here's what I want to say. This is definitive.
Oh,
Doesn't mean it'll never change. It just means it's objective and it can't be argued with, even though we'll argue with it. I listen to all your feedback, and it's our gift to you to give you this list.
That's exactly
We're
what
ranking
happened.
Iron Man. It's the first film of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so I call it the Big Bang of the Cinematic Universe. And it was a very bright bang, really good film, I would say. Jon Favreau directed it. It's like A-level Marvel film. Don't go to the graphic yet. I want to say some things before we actually rank this puppy, and I'll let you guys think where I might place it.
Are you worried about your financial future? Did you know nearly half of Americans who retire at age 65 are projected to run out of money during retirement? And what about long-term care? It's real and costly. Nearly 70% of people will need long-term care, with nursing home costs averaging over $110,000 a year. Don't have a plan? Now you don't need to worry, because there's Advocate Financial. Advocate Financial will help you secure your financial future. They have strategies to double your account value for long-term care protection. Imagine getting an extra $900 a month from Social Security. Imagine a retirement income that's guaranteed to last a lifetime. This isn't wishful thinking. These are real strategies that work for you. Advocate Financial is Catholic, family-owned and operated, and helps you take control of your financial future. Whether you want to lower your tax bill on a big payday or get strategies to give you strong stock market returns with zero risk, go to CatholicFinancialGuide.com. Don't leave your future to chance. Talk with an expert today. That's CatholicFinancialGuide.com. Terms and restrictions apply. CatholicFinancialGuide.com.
Right now, the top 10 are pretty solid. Like, all those 10 films are really strong, and we'll see if this can crack the top 10. So Tony Stark is played by Robert Downey Jr., and Tony Stark is a horrible person.
He really is.
Cowardly, greedy, unchaste in like a ravenous way. Like, he's really broken. And if it's a good movie, it can't just be entertaining. It's got to deal with that. It's got to do something with that. Well, he gets thrown into prison in Afghanistan. After I wrote that note, I was like, how are they going to deal with all this impurity? And then he gets thrown in prison. So it's like, okay, that's a good consequence. He's tasked to build a weapon, but that's when he builds his first Iron Man suit. And he breaks out, and then Iron Man starts to get a heart of flesh. And so he becomes selfless. He pursues one woman, and this woman supports his mission. It's noble. He's a good superhero. He's broken, but he's chasing the good. You know what? Let's just rank this sucker. Show me that ranking.
Wow.
Where does it land?
Coming out already?
Definitive. Iron Man is number 11. Just missed the top 10. But you know what? Now the top 11's pretty darn good. I think the first two acts of this movie are awesome. The writing is super smart. It's funny, really clever. It's engaging all the way through. And like I said, the morality is mostly clear, but kind of obscure. It's like you kind of have to peel back the layers and really think about it to get some moral clarity. But I think it's clear enough to most people that what happens to Iron Man is that before he's in prison, he's really bad. And then his friend dies, breaking him out and says to him, "Don't waste your life." It's like, wow, okay. And then after that point, he's trying to do good. He's trying to save people. He's not sleeping around anymore. And so that's pretty good. I was really impressed with it. Very bright, big bang. You'll notice that of all the Man films that end in man, it's the third Man. Well, not the third Man. The third Man is right above it, but it's the third Man film. It's not as good as the third Man.
Mm-mm.
You'll be happy to know.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as The Greatest Showman, which you disagree, but you're wrong. I think those films have a clearer moral vision. The Third Man, we talked about it with justice, and then The Greatest Showman with devotion to family. With Iron Man, you kind of have to peel back the curtain a little bit more to understand, to get some moral clarity. So I don't think it's as good as those films. It's definitely better than Star Wars Episode 1, which has a bunch of flaws to it. And, getting above Late Night with the Devil, which I don't know if many people have seen, it's hard to do on my list because I really like that movie. So Iron Man, I would say, is a really solid film. So Tony, why do you disagree with me?
I'm not saying...
Or agree with me? How's my list? What do you think?
Well, your list stinks because you put Apollo 11 above the Third Man. So that's strike one.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all, but we destroyed you in the previous segment. So that's fine.
I hope the comments bail me out.
They're not gonna. I actually am glad that you brought up what you did about Iron Man, because after I watched it, I thought, nope, I'm throwing in the garbage can because I didn't like the objectification of women. It just was like, oh, come on. I also didn't know it's the very first Marvel
Yep.
movie. Okay.
2008.
2008. So I think from a 4 steps back level, it's like, yeah, I guess you're right. If you peel back some layers, there is good there. I see your point about him only pursuing Pepper after that. That does make a lot of sense. And there is a lot of like, okay, he's getting a heart, quite literally. He's,
At one point in the film, he's like you were with me for this when I was a jerk, when I was sleeping around and doing all this, and now I'm trying to save lives, and now you leave me. It feels very human in that moment, because you're like, I know what it's like to be broken and try to do something really good, and if you're relying on your own strength, you realize you're not strong enough.
Well, like Batman from the DC universe, Iron Man in the Marvel universe is the most human superhero, isn't he? Because he's not actually superhuman.
Right.
He's just an ordinary bloke like the rest of us. He happened to make a lot of money and invest that money into saving, the world.
That's a great point. Yeah, they're both brilliant billionaires.
Yeah.
And they use gadgets. And I hadn't actually thought of that before.
I think that's why it's so redemptive, though, isn't it? Because he is fallen, he is broken, like you say. But
so you agree?
I agree. Yeah.
Great. Number 11. Do you think it's better than Star Wars Episode 1? Where would you rank it?
Star Wars Episode 1.
We can go back to rank 2 to see the list if you want.
I'd probably break it into the top 10. But so the cinematic universe takes a big hit in public conversations because everyone's like, oh, it's Marvel, it's cheesy. And yeah, it is cheesy, it's corny, it is like high explosion kind of, but you know what you're getting. And in that universe, they did something great in setting it up. So starting out with Iron Man, starting out with a superhero who is human and flawed, but also doesn't want to be anonymous. Another one where he breaks the fourth wall, but sets up this whole arc. So you mentioned the misogyny. Pepper Potts becomes a superhero herself. True. The whole feminist girl boss thing takes over. So there's so much that this film plants the seed for, but it does it in a way that is full as a film itself. It's not just waiting for the next top part.
I do like that he takes a huge risk, and then you find out that Obadiah is a complete backstabbing loser. And then you're just like, okay, well, I hate you now, Jeff Bridges. You ruined it for me. But so I do like that spin of, oh, okay, Tony's taking a big risk and let's see what happens. You know, he's going to try to redeem himself in a way. So that is good. I about lost my lunch when I saw the farewells in the top 15. Like I can't even, I'm going to get I got some spray paint and just scratch it out. Like that's absolutely absurd. But
Oh man, we don't need to bring up the farewell.
we don't need to bring that up again.
I was effective in a very shallow way, in the sense that like it did what it was set out to do.
But you're right. So Iron Man was for 2008, the first Marvel. And you're right, Father. You know what you're getting with it. You're getting explosions. You're getting gadgets.
Yeah, it's a popcorn movie.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I'm surprised The Greatest Showman. I'm surprised you got like a corny musical in your top 10 though. That's
that is
I
so
like,
true.
I like The Greatest Showman. Yeah,
It is a
but
it is a
top 10 movies of
musical.
all time. I don't know about that.
Well, no, this is the list.
If we
This
have
is-
musicals, what
hold
about-
on.
okay.
This isn't the top 10 movies of all time. What we're doing is discovering. We're peeling back the layers
Okay,
of all
That's
the
true,
films
Father,
that
yeah.
exist,
right.
and eventually we'll have the definitive ranking of every movie ever.
Okay.
But right now, there's actually some bad films on this list.
The farewell.
So I
Cabrini.
think like the top 14, just so you don't jump at me, are good.
Right.
And then below that, they're pretty bad. But yeah, Greatest Showman I actually like a lot. So I would
Another
defend.
Cameron's a big
redemptive
fan.
arc in there.
It is so
Gets
good.
gets led down a path of temptation, but comes
Yes.
back to wholesomeness and family.
And he doesn't even have to step into the temptation. Like he almost doesn't realize it's happening
Yeah.
until it's forced on him. He rejects it, but then he realizes the other sin which he's been engaging in, which is just neglect of his family and his main responsibility, his main vocation. And Tony hasn't seen the last 15 minutes of that movie.
Whoa.
So I'm not
That's
going to say I'm not going to
30.
say what happens next.
I will finish it
It's-
soon.
yeah, so then-
after I got over all of the buffoon singing, but
It's
that's
so
okay.
The singing's not bad.
It's not
Singing's
bad, but it's
great.
just like, come
Zac
on, how
Efron
many
is so
songs?
much cooler than us. Okay.
No, he is. He's a pretty cool guy. I didn't think he could sing though, but he was in High School Musical, so I guess he can sing. So Iron Man. Back to Iron Man. It was a it was a bang 'em up movie, and your explanation actually made a lot of sense. I'm glad you.
Great.
I'm glad you said that. That makes a lot of
It's
sense.
fun. It's a good.
It's a
fun.
It's a fun, good movie. Yeah, and we're gonna. It'll eventually fall in its right place in the rankings, as will Cabrini and The Farewell and other horrendous movies.
Yeah, we'll see how the list kind of breaks apart, like separates, because there are some big leaps in the list right now. Like, I think The Farewell to Late Night with the Devil. Once you guys see that, we can talk about it more. But there is a big leap there. So I think, but like below 13, there's going to be a lot of movies that fit in there.
Yeah.
I'm just excited for another movie to be the new bottom movie, like the worst movie on this list.
What's the worst at the moment?
Madam Web's on the
You've got
bottom.
Conclave on there. So, you know, when I watched this, someone said to me, watch it up until they announce the name of the new pope and then stop watching. And I did. And I didn't get any of the silly woke stuff. That they shoved down your throat.
It's actually good when you don't have that in
And
it.
the bad guy was actually the good guy.
Yeah.
The cardinal that stood there in the movie theater saying, you know, the Mohammedans are outside. We've got to defend our faith, defend tradition. The barbarians are in the gates. I'm like,
I was like, yes. Conclave is a great movie if you don't watch it all.
Yeah.
If you liked that clip, which I'm sure you did, then check out our other clips. And don't forget to go into the comments section and hype this bad boy. Don't make me get fat cardinal. Hype it now.